And then we move on to Area 2, which has a lot more areas, or stages, we must go through. First up the door is Blue Cave.
Again, some of these are secret areas, so you might not necessarily have to do them all, but we are.
Level 3 bombs have a different explosion sound effect, and level 4 bombs have a much more obnoxious explosion sound effect.
You are not lying.
So this is probably why
it won't be much longer if they
prefer
get to experience that on their own.
Level 4 bombs just because they have a much more subdued sound effect. This music is very techno, and I love it.
It is cool. I don't think I like any songs so much as I like Redial, but...
No, true stuff. True enough, but yeah.
I don't really know what it is about it. It's just like, it's awesome. I guess maybe because it plays so much in this game. And it does play a fairly good bit.
Frames are dropping a little bit on the game part, but that's okay. Kinda go right and blow up into my face. There you go. Probably should know that when you die, you lose one power-up. The game takes away from your fire first. If you have less than level 2 fire, then they go for your bombs.
And you do have lives, so you can't get game overs.
Yes. Right now I have 4 lives. And then you can see that they keep track of your ad hoc bombs you have for each world. Up to the last one. And here's another thing, giant enemy crabs! Attack at speed point for massive damage.
Oh no, this isn't even the giant enemy crab. You haven't seen the real giant enemy crab yet.
We haven't! We're about to, though. And here,
are we? Oh, are we about to get
we meet our first of 4 bomber pitches. The Bomber Marine.
It's time to be Batman, the Bat Submarine.
The Bomber Marine is what you use for underwater stuff. So Bomberman can traverse underwater without killing himself, because he can't swim otherwise. Which Pommy likes to rub in his face in second attack, fucking bastard.
Pommy's awesome. Leave Pommy alone.
Pommy can fuck right off, seriously.
I love Pommy. Bomber Marine.
So, radically different gameplay. With the Bomber Marine, you're underwater and you go through pretty much a rail shooter sort of thing. But not rail shooter, another thing we'll get later.
It's like that one level from Star Fox 64.
Yeah, Aquas. You accelerate
that one level.
That one level. And you...
Which I always thought was kind of silly that they made like a whole new vehicle for one level. And they didn't even make any more in the 3DS remake. I was a little disappointed.
Get what you paid for. Hold down, C down, or R, and you can make a giant bomb, which will release the 4, regardless of how many bomb ups you have. And they all home in, which is very nice.
Kind of like the torpedoes in Aquas.
Kind of like the torpedoes in Aquas. And they're infinite too, kind of like the torpedoes in Aquas.
Yeah.
Okay, these eye things blow up when you attack when you get close or blow them up. But if you get close, you don't get the points for them. So I'm gonna be like sitting out here just trying to get the points for them. Ah, crap, 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 crap! Okay, I got that one. Got that one. I like the Bomber Marine theme.
I like all of them. They're really the reason. They're kind of what makes this game.
Yeah.
Like, you remember these levels more so than the others.
And probably due to the music sometimes.
I forget the music that plays here. I'll have to give it a listen when the video comes out.
It'll probably come up later today. You know me. I like to get these things as fast as possible.
Yeah, because you edit so much faster than the rest of us do. Good thing the fans don't know this, or they would so complain to me and Trent.
more giant enemy crabs and Easter Island heads.
Like the longest I think it's taken Ray. Like the longest I think it's taken Ray to start uploading something is maybe like 3-4 days. And most recently, it took me about a month to upload a batch of FE10. So.
Well, sometimes it can be a little longer for me right? Actually, I have some DKC3 episodes that I haven't put up yet. When reports them.
That's DKC3. That's one of those LPs that you secretly don't really care about.
Well, looking back, let's see if we missed anything. I don't think I have. I don't really think I have.
Bomberman would have a wicked synchronized swimming team.
Breaststroke, backstroke. Now put it on your Bomberman so you don't have to do any of that crap. And you suddenly get the ability to
You know,
water.
that's what I meant. You get some of like the multiplayer Bomberman that are just different colors and get a bunch of Bombermarines and just have at it.
That's another thing that probably put people off from this game from other Bomberman games. No battle mode.
No multiplayer. Which I guess I was never too crazy about it anyway in Bomberman 64, so I don't even think I played it in Second Attack, so. It wasn't that unfair to hide a heart behind that pillar.
I ain't complaining. Hey, look, more
But I mean,
eyeballs.
you know, there was no real indication for you to attack.
Well, I missed
There's
it.
a crab down there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's an enemy crab.
It's not the real giant enemy crab.
Oh.
We got a Banjo-Kazooie giant enemy crab about to come
Yeah,
up.
we're coming up to one. Don't worry.
Speaking of Banjo-Kazooie, that's another N64 game that I really like.
It's one of those N64 games that I haven't really played. I know, right? Shocking.
Are you serious? You never played Banjo-Kazooie?
I played it once or twice as a kid, but never actually owned a copy.
It's debatably perfected the 3D platformer. If it didn't, Donkey Kong 64 did, so.
What? Donkey Kong 64 is also responsible for being too horror of a collectible on it.
Oh yeah, and I can agree with that, but I didn't have a problem with it. I like Donkey Kong 64.
I do too.
And Banjo-Kazooie is kind of that same strain, but it's not as bad. You collect notes, you collect jigsaw pieces, you collect Jinjos, you collect Mumbo tokens. That's about it. And Mumbo is awesome. Not as awesome as Humbo, but you know. I can't believe you didn't play Banjo-Kazooie very much. That shocks me.
I have not once played Banjo-Tooie either.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
Please don't tell me you played Nuts and Bolts.
I haven't.
Okay, 'cause I was about to say, if you didn't play the good ones, then you played the... Well, I won't say Nuts and Bolts is bad.
Hey look, it's a giant enemy crab! But hey look, it's now even more of a giant enemy crab! Of a giant enemy crab!
Yeah, somehow.
Did I mention Bomberman 64, or Bomberman Hero is a weird game? It's at 64. 64 is not that weird. Trust me, it's not.
Well, it is, but not this weird. It makes sense in the context of the game.
Yes, it does. More than enough.
Have an extra 1,000.
Oh yeah.
I can't get over that you haven't even touched Banjo-Tooie.
These things.
It's such a better game.
These things.
I mean, Banjo-Kazooie is good. Banjo-Tooie is great.
Alright, on to the Red Cave.
And then Nuts and Bolts is the black sheep, kind of like this game. For anybody out there that hasn't played Nuts and Bolts, like the ultimate factor, if you're gonna like it or not, is how creative you are, because it's one of those games where you kind of have to like make your own fun.
Oh dear. I'm not creative at all, so fuck that.
I'm not either, so I wasn't too crazy about it. There's still some platforming, but the focus isn't on the platforming. It's on the challenges, and you have to like make your own vehicles to clear the challenges. And that's kind of cool, but you have to be creative with it. And it's like, I'm just not all that creative.
I missed that rainbow gem. Must get. There we go.
Of course we must get.
Ah!
Before we return to Let's Play the N64 library. Let's listen to what Ray and Matt think about the N64 library.
Oh yes. Ah! There we go.
Speaking of which, you know what game that I like that I don't think enough people like?
What?
Diddy Kong Racing.
I like Diddy Kong Racing. I really do.
I did too. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
Had some nice music too.
It did. I like the music in the volcano airplane race in the first world. I like that one.
What about?
I like the one that immediately comes to mind.
I think more of Crescent Isle when I think of Diddy Kong Race's music.
I think of how terrifying Wizpig was.
Wizpig was a douchebag. Straight up. Ow.
He was terrifying. Like in the first race when like you went inside the skull head, he was terrifying. And then you race him on the moon and he's so easy, but you know.
Yeah, that race was a douche full stop. I'm dying.
Oh boy. Yeah, I hated that race. It was so hard. The first time you have to race Wizpig on foot.
There's a heart, which I also need. We're almost done with this level. Yeah, this level isn't too bad. That's just, I'm sucking at it for some reason.
Well, now you have 2 HP again.
Chain fire! Whoa, almost died. We're done.
I wish TT and Pipsqueak would be in games again. Those are the ones I always used. I always use Tip Top.
Tip Top is basically broken.
He was.
Compared to Pipsy.
Which I didn't play the DS remake, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I know that they took Banjo and Conquer out and replaced them with Tiny, I think, like an old version of Tiny.
Yeah, Dixie.
And someone else.
They gave us back Dixie.
Never played it. I'm not sure if it's any good or not. You should, people in the comments, tell me if Diddy Kong DS is any good.
Look at us talking about other N64 games. We should be talking about this game. But there really isn't much to talk about this game. You just do stuff. It's platforming. It's just platforming.
I mean, yeah.
We're having gone to a boss fight.
You talk about...
So we'll talk more when we come to a boss fight. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. Which I like the boss fights in this game. So.
Here's another idea.
Particularly the one coming up.
Yeah, we're done. I got it too. Fuck you. Actually, worth a 3, damn it.
No, not close enough. Sorry.
All right, time for Big Cannon. We get to use another bumper pitch.
Which one's it gonna be?
This one is the Bomber Jet, which I'm not too hot on, to be perfectly honest.
It's about the same as the Marine to me. It's not all that different. It's definitely not as cool as the Copter.
The Copter is the best.
It is the best. Freaking Inspector Gadget going on.
Whee! Moon jump!
That's always what the Copter reminded me anyway. Yeah, these sequences never make any sense, but you don't care because they're just so awesome.
Yeah. Alright, the Bomber Jet is a much more definitive rail shooter thing. You never stop moving for one thing.
Yeah, so it's a little annoying because if you miss something, you're
The controls are very similar to the Marine, with the one addition of holding B to brake, where with the Marine you hold B to go back.
Unfortunately, you cannot use the boost to get through.
Well, we could, but you don't want to.
You could, yes. But
you need the points. And unlike the Marine, the Jet's bombs don't home in on things, which is kind of bad because you kind of need them to. At least you have a lot more maneuverability, so no complaints there.
Yeah, you give and take. I can see why somebody might find it annoying.
Ow. Oh god, it's this asshole. That little UFO asshole up there. That thing is a douchebag. A right fucking douchebag, okay?
Coincidentally, it also is like a Star Fox boss.
Like Area 6, yeah! It's the fucking Area 6 boss.
I was about to say. I was actually thinking of. I was actually thinking of the mothership. No. I was actually thinking of the mothership on Katina. There's something that was with Bill.
Unfortunately, they're not a sturdy build. That's one thing Garrett needs to learn. to make fucking sturdier copies of that. There's a 1-up. And look at that! More mass-produced ones on the ground.
Huh. Good thing the mass-produced ones are never as good as the original.
Yeah.
And prototypes are always better than the original.
Somehow! Like,
Somehow.
you follow this logic. Most games even follow this logic, like, to a T.
Yeah. I think we're particularly picking at Super Robot Wars, but you know.
Yeah! Super Robot Tyson is the most guilty.
Of having the prototype be awesome and the mass-produced be crap. Oh no, a giant enemy cannon.
All you need to do is just bomb the crap out of it. It'll go down eventually. Like a boss.
Yeah, it's not hard. And it is indeed a boss, a mini-boss.
Yeah. Gratuitous
So we do have a
explosion!
real boss fight. Yep.
We're done. That was one of the more fun Bomber Jet levels.
And lenient.
And lenient, yes. There are some Bomber Jet levels that are fucking douchebaggish in the core. But we'll get to those when we come to it. Let's go to Darkwood.
Yeah.
So
for now we have to go to the Dark Woods.
Interesting music. I've heard that red tornadoes are mean and white tornadoes are kind. Yeah. You can jump
I've heard
tornadoes.
I've heard that tornadoes don't have emotions.
Yeah, I heard that too! You can jump into these tornadoes if you want. Red ones will hurt you.
Although this area does distinctly remind me of the Gusty Glade from Donkey Kong Country 2, which is awesome.
Yes, that is pretty awesome. Just to think about that.
Because if you ask me, that's the best song on the soundtrack. Gusty Glade.
Whee! Some people will probably debate you on that.
And a game that has a very good soundtrack. I think Gusty Glade's my favorite.
Some people will debate you on that, like me, because I'm a big fan of Sticker Brush Debate.
They would. Well, I am too, but I like the Brawl version better. I'm not too.
Ew, I hate the Brawl version of that song so fucking much.
You hate it? Why?
It
It's great.
sounds so wrong! Like,
No, it doesn't. It
giant
sounds
enemy
great.
tree! Fucking A! I'm sorry, I hate the Brawl version of Sticker Brush Symphony so much!
That's not human. I think that's my favorite song on the Brawl soundtrack.
You are a
Probably.
heathen, Matt!
I mean, it is. It's great. Like, I can't help but hum along. I like the acoustic guitar in the background. It's great.
Nothing will beat the majesty of the original, sorry, bro. Now I have to go across if we want to get those two, that crystal and gold gems, so we have to go back here and whee!
I'm trying to think if they redid it in Donkey Kong Country Returns. I don't think they did. Because they remixed some of the...
streaming songs were from the first game.
I was about to say, most of the songs were from the first game. Well, you know, I guess we did get Aquatic Ambience, and I can't complain about that.
No one should. That song is a maze.
It is. And the remix is pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to get it in my head. I haven't played Donkey Kong Country Returns in a long time.
We're almost done. Yeah, I think we're done. All we had to do was worry about an ad-hoc bomb, and that's it. You only get a very high score for this one at all.
Not really. Not that we're complaining, but you know.
And now we're on to Dragon Road, which surprisingly does not feature any dragons. But I know what it does feature.
Or Claire.
Giant knives! Which will kill you, which will kill themselves upon throwing it to you. You know what this also features? We'll come to them.
Claire?
Geodudes!
Aww.
Geodude.
I wanted Claire.
What? Sorry.
Specifically Heart Gold, Soul Silver Claire. Oh yeah.
That ass.
Geodude.
You know it.
Up.
Geodude.
See, now I have 5 bars.
I haven't even played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or White and Black.
I don't intend to touch white and black ever.
I just don't really care about Pokemon anymore.
Neither do
To be honest. I mean,
I mean,
I do, but I don't.
I don't want to go past 4th gen. Sorry, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
like, well, it's probably been about a year. Like maybe a year ago, it was actually my first playthrough of a 4th gen game. So, like, I never touched them until like Black and White were already announced when I first picked up Diamond and Pearl.
The yellow
so.
heart fully restores all of your health, which is very nice. And those fucking Geodudes are relentless, bro.
Oh yeah. Rock throw, man. Kind of broken.
Get it.
Look at this madness. Ow! Fucking A! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you teach your Geodudes rock slide at an early level. They get hog wild. And I swear to Christ,
I taught my G.
if you taught them so
I taught my Geodude metronome. my first playthrough of my original blue version. Taught my Geodude metronome.
metronome. Best move ever.
It was. I loved metronome. I don't know why, but I did.
I just love the concept of it. Throw out a random move. That's it.
I was a really determined little kid because I made it through the gosh, what's the name of it? The cave between Cerulean and Vermilion. The pitch black cave.
Rock tunnel.
When I was a kid, I beat that without flash. Like
Excuse me?
I just wandered through and got to the end. I don't know how I did it, but I did.
Geodude.
More Geodude. Ow. Should stop doing that, me.
Geodude.
Anything over here? No.
Hurting yourself? That's good.
And what the boss of this place is? A giant Geodude. I was hoping for a grappler, but whatever.
I was about to say it's just a graveler.
Geodude.
It just doesn't float.
We're done. Very thankful they don't think all those knives.
I think this one is like an auto finish, so. And now it's time for versus Nitros, who's awesome.
Oh boy, here we go!
Love Nitros.
You must be here to see the UFO that landed nearby. The fuck? What's up? I am Nitros, a soldier of the Geodude Empire. Dude, what's with the ascot, bro?
It's a scarf. It's manly. Leave it alone.
No one shall pass me. What? Dude, no! Ha! You're going to try and stop me? Yeah, Barman's growing a pair.
Oh yeah.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? Hey, we're on to fighting Nitros in this trippy fucking area. Nitros is weird. He likes jumping around and throwing bombs, so he doesn't really do that on our first encounter.
Instead, he gets special powers depending on what space he's touching.
Those green and blue spikes will jet out spikes in the direction they're going. You actually had to make
Also, you may notice that instead of just having a score, you start with score and it's constantly going down, so you have to finish fast to get a good score.
Yes.
And that's how you
do well in boss fights.
Yeah. Some of them are pretty hard.
This one's annoying.
I think it's certainly some of the tougher challenges. And Nitros is a recurring boss.
Yes.
And he's awesome. I like Nitros.
You'll be fighting him constantly. But after he hits, he goes down like a boss. Pardon the pun.
It's kind of a Mystic Ninja reject,
Yeah, look at
but
that.
I like
Yeah,
it.
look at that. I cut that really close.
You did.
Whew.
It'll be okay.
Huh? Oh, well, now what? Who are you?
Beep boop boop. I am Piebot. Please help Princess Million.
Princess.
Not that you know who that is. Primus Star was invaded by the Geodude Empire. Beep boop boop. I cannot control my hands. Directory not found. Princess Million stole the enemy's disc and left by shuttle.
Seriously, CP3O and R2D2 rolled into one. How do you do
Really,
that?
honestly. Princess was kidnapped. My shuttle was shot down.
Well, that sucks.
Bomberman is sad. I'll give the disc to you. Please help Princess Million. Not that
Don't
I know who
worry.
you are, but
I'll
I
rescue
apparently
Princess
trust
for
you.
sure. Because I'm Bomberman, bro.
Because you always have to rescue a princess. We're still in the N64. We haven't got past that yet. The princess is nearby. I can feel it. I don't know why she's nearby.
I don't know how he feels. She's nearby, but we'll roll with it. Sure.